KUKE is in severe distress and in negative or bearish momentum on all time frames, down 31.86%. This is Friday, the 26th of September, 2025. Intraday high we have here, or rather, what it was a volatile session yesterday. Yeah, trading between 4.14 and 0.66. Really volatile. Okay, so underlying trend on this 4-hour chart is a bearish one. Even on its daily chart, it's equally bearish, severely bearish. It's been printing. It's been on a downtrend since early or middle of yeah, as a matter of fact, early May of this year, 2025. At various times, at sometime in July, tried to consolidate, and then the downtrend has resumed. The 10-day moving average continued to serve as a primary demand line at least up till about a week ago, thereabout. You know, so let's go ahead and see what's going on. So let's look at the 4-hour chart. We used the data from its 4-hour chart here on Trading View and on Think and Swim. So we use this intraday high 4.14 and 0.66 intraday low to break down a couple of things here. So okay, so the stock is trading in a significant downtrend with all moving averages above current price. Yes. Okay. The stock is between its market grid levels of 0.4836 and 1.09. So it's between a couple of, it's mixed up. But I think given that price, okay, well, that's where it is. That's where it is. It's in between that range, 0.4836 and 1.09. So everything is on the 10 period moving average. It's extremely bearish. 21 period moving average strongly bearish. 40 period moving average bearish trend mode. Okay. 200 period moving average bearish as well. Okay, so the breakdown of the market grid. Market grid is a trading range within which the stock is expected to trade within. Okay, so probability of it reaching, printing the lows of 0.4836 is 75%. Strong downward price pressure momentum supports this move. Okay, and then 1.09, which is one of the resistances, would the probability is 25%, would require reversal of the 10 period moving average. For 1.42, it's 10%, highly unlikely given the current momentum. And however, going as low as 0.1465 is 35% possible if selling accelerates. Okay, so trade setup supports it supports a bearish bias. It brings it up. So if it spikes to from the current levels, yeah, it's indicating that it might provide a short-term opportunity. You know, and then long-term opportunity, contrarian long, high risk, high reward will be this. You enter from 0.15 to $0.5 range if it gets to such a level. You know. Okay, so key observations. 0.925 suggests a potential bounce target, but price pressure momentum data contradicts this. High targets $2.2 to 2.34 are extremely optimistic given current technicals. No pivot points identified, indicating lack of clear support and resistance. Stock appears to be in a capitulation phase with potential for oversold bounce. Risk assessment. High risk negative price pressure momentum across all time frames. Potential catalysts. Any positive news could trigger sharp reversal given oversold conditions. Okay. Data strongly suggests continued downside pressure in the short term with potential value opportunities emerging at lower market grid levels. Okay, so something else you need to know is that the stock is also the company is incorporated in China, so we know manipulators fish out stocks of companies are incorporated in China, and especially the small ones. And this is one of them. So you need to be very careful. And this sort of volatility also, is something that is one of the hallmarks of manipulation. Yeah, one of the hallmarks. It does not mean that it's strictly down to manipulation, but it just tells you that the stock is vulnerable, to say the least. Okay, so in any case, lower prices are just as that analysis indicates is expected to keep laying out, and there might be some consolidation. So there might be a reprieve, yeah, a reprieve, a bounce, but nothing, no bounce is really expected. Even though, of course, yeah, even the price pressure momentums are indicating that, but it's not really gonna be. It may not, it may not lead to a bounce to the highs of around $4.4 or anything like that. Okay, but yeah, it may not lead to that. Just be really careful with KUKE. Okay, let's see what we have on the. Let's see how they are trading the stock. Yeah, it's supposed to be. I won't be surprised if it's. You can see highly volatile, and it's attracting a lot of it's, yeah, I would say, regardless of the potential manipulation that can result. It's, you can clearly see here participation is quite decent. People placing uh, limit orders here and elsewhere, so it looks liquid at the moment. It looks quite liquid at the moment. For some reason, okay, this you can see, yeah, this is a limit order. Yeah, expecting to get in if it gets to 0.78. I think, if anything, more of it has more liquidity than volatility at the moment. Not more of liquidity than volatility at the moment. The market hasn't opened yet, so maybe when the market opens, maybe it's something totally different. And also, given the fact that it is down 32%, so it may attract a lot of activity today as well. But for now, I don't think a lot is not a lot. Activity is not so high currently. It's okay. Some people are expecting a bounce to 0.95. It has actually done. Has it not done that already in this session? Okay, so see what you make of KUKE, and thank you very much for watching this video.